take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Rice Owls offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. So Florida's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. You watch them on film. They're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the field. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You may get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Blasted as he lets it go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. The best way to affect them is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play that forced the incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff in where you used him twice in that loss a week ago. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off play action on first down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
For the 11th time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offense is going to look extremely smart.
He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by him.
Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
He'll keep it himself.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Okay.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. They get to him as he throws. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Lost to throw on first down. Flex it out of the air.
And really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Gonna look downfield again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Might be changing the route. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's on target and complete. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
On the option. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. So now it's second and long. On the ground, it's Clements. It's a pass to Mark. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back to pass, it's McMillan. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Rice. Grabbed in the end zone and hit 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground.
Who's Gary? He's got fucking froze up, man. Jeez.
Got an explosive play for the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
That's what I'm saying.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Back to throw, it's man. This time he's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there.
Yeah, dude, you're getting benched. You are sucking ass. Man is 87. Zone 75. You're just getting worked. Press.
Hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw again. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. The field goal is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They're setting up the screen. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And he
Let's
didn't get
give him
a
that.
big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards.
Pretty
but
sure.
you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose.
Let's
Nice
see.
job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Trying to beat the DD.
Yes, you did. That's the freaking.
It just trickled through his fingers.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be his second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18.
Son of a bitch.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Through the air, it's man. Got his man. Quick spin.
There's nobody there.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate
That
defense
was you.
when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Using the quick game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Dropping back, it's man. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to it.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Makes a move.
No.
Bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific
Oh,
catch.
catch. Terrible throw.
The first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Clements. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll go to the air on second and short. Grab near the sticks. Accept. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no good, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Back open the middle.
Oh, you got it. It's a really funny guy.
He's finally
Beautiful.
stopped a terrific run
you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Time to find the end zone.
Too late.
Comes through, man, and we need more of that.
Almost too late.
An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make the play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Back to throw. It's man. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's high. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Freaking awesome. What can I do?
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Gators have it with a first and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They'll run it on first and goal.
No.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Second and goal for this offense. Tries to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Third and goal where the strong come through. To throw, it's man. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown,
Who's guarding you?
Florida. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this
He
game.
kind of
And
40
for a quick
seconds.
update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
He's good.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that? That will be keeping an eye on everything going on that street. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. They need a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll run play action. Steps away to find some room. On the run, deep down the right side. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. After the end zone he goes.
That's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation. You're trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's man. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter, and it is time to join Kevin now. Halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston.
The Owls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean,
Turning it on! And the explosiveness, the big Gator gets it.
See that little burst? Okay. He's not even fast.
ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. And the Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down.
What are you doing?
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10.
That's weird.
This time they'll go to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Off play action. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. Early by the whole defense. A huge chunk play as he got.
Once again, wide open. Who do you think you're guarding right here?
The way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Gators will snap it on first and 10. He leaves it with the back. Oh, what a cut! They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this
They're done.
defense as they
They're
were
pretty much
right
broken.
there as soon as he got the ball.
The
Let's
best
get this
red
done.
zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation.
Touchdown, Gator! And that one will give him the lead.
Where are the
Another
people that are
touchdown
guarding
for
the
this
people?
side. He's starting to get in a groove the way
It's
Terry
wide
King
open
did
all
when he
the
set
time.
the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
I mean, just putting up
Timeout.
stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just show.
Gosh damn it. Why was timeout right there? This is supposed to be guarding the flats. Where the fuck are you going?
Left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you have a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end
Wasting
zone.
time.
It's a touchback. They'll
It's even worse. (20 of 25). 4 of 6 on third down. Man, that's frustrating.
to the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Catch in the middle, hits Dodd. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon
Was
as
a
he
little
got it.
hold for a second.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Second over.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
Throw it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and
Oh.
they get him at the 21. He was lurking,
gosh.
waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll.
He's pushed the
and got
button.
that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
And then just
In
to
a
complete
situation like
with.
that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of
What are you
plays to
doing?
get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Can I just get a regular punt? Punt.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32.
Okay, what can I do
Florida
at night?
has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here.
No idea.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He is
Let them do something stupid like that.
They'll lose yards on that
That
one.
helps.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
Makes the grab. It's Edwards. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is
I
he
don't just
dangerous,
have
right?
beat
He's
the
so
safety.
shifty. It's hard to bring down.
They're gonna
It's a good
play
idea to get him going in the passing game. Put
But
him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Looking downfield, it's man. Unloads it left. And it was worth again. The long pass is incomplete. The Gators will send out the
oh
punt
shit,
unit.
next punt.
This will be the second time they've
It's the
had to
first time
kick it
today.
away. Catches it at the 15.
Yeah.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wide receiver going in motion. The option look. To the ground with the back. Great pickup is able to keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone.
Sure.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good. Yes.
Holding. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Witherspoon.
What is happening?
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just Get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Shotgun snap on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's set. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Give to the running back. Just it's a fumble. Now the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Lost the fire on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here we go. Back to pass. It's McMillan. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Let's go. Grab behind the line. It's Witherspoon. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours. Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Timing has got to be
Big
so
bag of
critical
dicks.
when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Let's go. Ready, go. Marches ahead. And they add 6 more before that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
want to see if they can score the deuce. Here we go, Zach.
Yeah.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Burr. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the first down, still no way.
Fucking tackle.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off.
Freaking unbelievable.
Defense caught
Where
out
the
of
fuck
position,
is
and they
everyone?
get him down finally at the
Who's
38.
guarding?
The offense right there went for vert, and they found an answer against whatever the defense was playing. So a bit of a cat and mouse game going on right now between these coaching staffs.
Okay, there's nothing weird going on here. Just guard your people. What the fuck?
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's man. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I don't know what to do that. I
And I
cannot
love the
stop.
awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down.
Yeah.
Hines is
Yeah.
tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Big play.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Well, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
That. Oh.
Trying to convert. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel.
Oh, that's the time.
This for a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Oh,
The official says
missed.
no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's McMillan. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
So damn.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass.
Thank you.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those shots. You get into 3rd down. You get into those critical points. They get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. 22 water. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their flag. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Over and over again. So good. So good.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Got it set up on the outside. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
All right, no more 1st down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Set ready. From the gun, the ground game. Inside the 30%. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.